Hello, it's Gabriel McBird here. It's now the 25th of March, and really I'm going to slightly change the emphasis of my recordings. In the past, in general, they've been recorded actually while eating out in various places, and I've tried to catch at least some of the atmosphere of the place. Well, it's now lockdown, or semi-lockdown because of the coronavirus, and so people aren't allowed to go to restaurants, and indeed most restaurants aren't open. So the kind of recordings now are going to be either things from restaurants such as Deliveroo, or it's going to be products that are available generally in the shops that I've tried and cooked up myself. Well, cooked up is a bit of a... it's a bit strong, really. It's usually bunged in the microwave or put in the oven. So I'm going to start off with the Rustlers hot dog. Now, the Rustlers hot dog I found it in Sainsbury's, and it was about £1.50 when I found it. It weighs about 146 grams, I believe, is the weight. It's a hot dog roll with a hot dog sausage in it already. You get 2 sachets of sauce, 1 mustard and 1 ketchup, which you can pour on the thing when it's cooked. The instructions say that you should microwave at 800 watts for 140 seconds. And with some of these dishes, they advise you toast the bread roll if you want the best results. But this is a hot dog roll, so obviously you wouldn't really toast it. So I did as was said. I put the hot dog with the already in its roll in the microwave, and zapped it for the time being. And while doing this, I attended to the sachets of sauce. Now, with these Rustlers burgers, they all generally come with similar shaped sachets of sauce. They're long and thin. And what you do is you grab one end. Generally, I've found that it's the end with the least sticking out amount of flap. And you kind of grab it and you sort of pull it apart with a forward-backward kind of motion. So you grab, if you can imagine the packet stood up on end, you grab the left and the right sides and you just pull it gently apart. Just go maybe, an inch or about 3 centimetres, that sort of that kind of thing, however you prefer to measure it, so that the packet's actually open. Then you can just squeeze it into the sandwich, into whatever sandwich the sauce is with when you've finished it. So yeah, I cooked the microwave the hot dog for 1 minute 40, 100 seconds, and then I added the sauces, left it for probably a minute to cool down a little bit, and then ate it. And my thoughts were that the bread, as often happens in this case, goes a bit chewy. If it's other products such as burgers of theirs, I prefer to toast the bun. It gives a much better kind of feeling to the whole thing. The sausage in the middle was definitely a Frankfurter. It wasn't up to the quality of German sausages, but it was definitely more firm than the fairground sausages that you tend to go to, the fairground hot dogs, which are real mush. This one was sort of in between. So I'm going to, call it good quality British Frankfurter, really, is where I'm going to put it. I think if you bought a hot dog with that kind of sausage in at any fairground, you would be quite happy with it. You wouldn't be bowled away and say this is German quality, no, but you'd be, if you're not basically pleased with it, then you shouldn't probably be eating a hot dog. And I do accept that hot dogs aren't for everyone. I'm pleased to make sure that this sausage is made with pork rather than chicken, and it did have a reasonably smoky kind of flavour. So I would say it's well worth buying. You can always add onions or something like that. Obviously there's the tomato sauce and the mustard, but some onions or bits of dried chili or something. You could obviously add whatever you want, but I think those would go down well. And for a low price and a very easy to cook product, it's well worth it. I'm sure it's full of E numbers and preservatives, but who knows? I think it's better not to read the ingredients too carefully quite often. So I'm going to give this product, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, actually. It is very much what it says it is. It's at the higher end rather than the lower end of expectations without being an amazing blow-away product. And if you see the Rustlers hot dog in your local store and hot dogs are your thing, definitely go for it, I'd say.